Okay, everybody. Today we'll talk about Solomon and his riches, and his wealth, and his kingdom. We will read from First Kings 10, 14, 29. It outlines, it outlines all of Solomon's splendor, all that him have and who give unto him, and how what him use to build him fight him army and him fighting men on the shield and everything. One of the, one of the passage I want you to take note of is that if the silver was common as stones in his kingdom, they never used silver but to export. Alright, so let us go ahead and read and see what Solomon has done. See what splendor he has acquired because of his wealth, because of his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that he marks God for. And God, because you know, ask for money and empty riches, I'll get this. Alright? So, do remember on this video, we share it, like, and subscribe. And remember, do remember to also follow us in your Bible. Get your Bible. The first one is from
Solomon Splendor. The weight of the gold that Solomon received yearly was 666 talents, not including the revenues from merchants and traders and from all the Arabian kings and the governors of the territories. King Solomon made 200 large shields of hammered gold, 600 shekels of gold went into each shield. He also made 300 small shields of hammered gold, with 3 minas of gold in each shield. The king put them in the palace of the forest of Lebanon. Then the king made a great throne covered with ivory and overlaid with fine gold. The throne had 6 steps, and its back had a rounded top. On both sides of the seat were armrests, with a lion standing beside each of them. 12 lions stood on the 6 steps, one at either end of each step. Nothing like it had ever been made for any other kingdom. All King Solomon's goblets were gold, and all the household articles in the palace of the forest of Lebanon were pure gold. Nothing was made of silver, because silver was considered of little value in Solomon's days. The king had a fleet of trading ships at sea along with the ships of Hiram. Once every 3 years it returned, carrying gold, silver and ivory, and apes and baboons. King Solomon was greater in riches and wisdom than all the other kings of the earth. The whole world sought audience with Solomon to hear the wisdom God had put in his heart. Year after year, everyone who came brought a gift, articles of silver and gold, robes, weapons and spices, and horses and mules. Solomon accumulated chariots and horses. He had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horses, which he kept in the chariot cities and also with him in Jerusalem. The king made silver as common in Jerusalem as stones, and cedar as plentiful as sycamore fig trees in the foothills. Solomon's horses were imported from Egypt and from Kew. The royal merchants purchased them from Kew at the current price. They imported a chariot from Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and a horse for 150. They also exported them to all the kings of the Hittites and of the Aramaeans.
Alright, so as we see, Solomon, everything him do. Him say all of this splendor and riches, everything we him acquire, everything we him achieve is meaningless. Don't to the very work we him do. The very proverbs them give out, the whole of them thing there. Him say everything is just meaningless. So we see we're gonna jump into Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and then we'll go to the Ecclesiastes 12. So let's do Ecclesiastes 1. And again, as we refer back to Solomon, remember when he go back to all them riches, everything we achieve and acquire, and everybody, everything, all people want work for him. Him say, listen, all them things are foolishness now. So in Ecclesiastes 1, I'll just make the man read it, the AI, and then go through and do everything. Alright?
The words of the teacher, son of David, king in Jerusalem. Meaningless. Meaningless. Says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors at which they toil under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north, round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again, what has been done will be done again, there is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already, long ago, it was here before our time. No one remembers the former generations, and even those yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow them. Wisdom is meaningless. I, the teacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. I applied my mind to study and to explore by wisdom all that is done under the heavens. What a heavy burden God has laid on mankind. I have seen all the things that are done under the sun, all of them are meaningless, a chasing after the wind. What is crooked cannot be straightened. What is lacking cannot be counted. I said to myself, look, I have increased in wisdom more than anyone who has ruled over Jerusalem before me, I have experienced much of wisdom and knowledge. Then I applied myself to the understanding of wisdom, and also of madness and folly, but I learned that this, too, is a chasing after the wind. For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief.
See, King Solomon talk about everything is meaningless. Meaningless, meaningless. So right here in chapter 1, it says of Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiastes, which says Solomon, not King Solomon, not into this hard work and sweat and bows and work till you drop and work hard and thing. I'm sure whatever you work for achieve, all of them are meaningless. And even in Jerusalem, no king before him have attained so much, not even father. But we know Solomon, although many wise and things, even that never paid for him, nothing paid off for him. But do remember to like, share, subscribe for this video. Go on to the next chapter of First Kings. Sorry, not First Kings. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, the last chapter. Where man says, this is all duty of man. Tell you what man duty is. All of them things them are go off of foolishness. Whole duty of man. Fear God and serve him. Alright? Now let's just get right into it.
The conclusion of the matter. Not only was the teacher wise, but he also imparted knowledge to the people. He pondered and searched out and set in order many proverbs. The teacher searched to find just the right words, and what he wrote was upright and true. The words of the wise are like goads, their collected sayings like firmly embedded nails, given by one shepherd. Be warned, my son, of anything in addition to them. Of making many books there is no end, and much study wearies the body. Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil.